Money in the Bank is this Sunday.
Absolutely. Time for predictions.
Yes.
Okay.
So let's go through some of the smaller matches first. Obviously, we've got Layla versus Summer Rae with Fandango.
I think the ultimate
wins.
winner is the Fandango.
Fandango wins because he has the greatest job in the world.
Here's my prediction. I have no idea who's going to actually win the match, but I bet two things are going to happen. He's going to get slapped by both ladies, and he's going to get kissed by both ladies.
My prediction is there will be no winner because they will both be fighting over him.
And it will go to a 60-minute time limit draw.
Oh shit! 60 minutes of Layla and Summer Rae kissing and slapping Fandango. Hopefully they kiss each other.
That's worth money. That's
where I'm hoping this goes with.
Yeah.
This is the
they
total guy side.
They kick Fandango out and they go with each other.
Yeah, as you know, back to my worst Eric Bischoff promoting HLA.
Yeah.
You know, let's get some Layla Summer Rae action.
Let's do it.
And you know, why not send Layla down to NXT and have her and Summer Rae feud with Charlotte and Sasha Banks?
do it.
Right?
I wouldn't mind seeing that.
Right?
Moving on to another match that we're not quite excited about. Well, I was more excited until I realized they already did it at Payback.
Way to catch you by surprise.
Yeah, threw me the fuck off.
We did this in the last pay-per-view we all watched together.
Rusev versus Big E, the rematch.
I'm going Big E this time.
Really awkward build going into this. You're going Big E?
I'm going Big E this time, and that's saying something. Because I'm not a really big, I'm not a big Big E supporter. But at the same time, I'm really hoping he comes out with Zeb Coulter.
Yeah, do that.
Oh God!
Ain't gonna happen. Ain't gonna happen. But if he comes out with Zeb Coulter, he's gonna get a huge pop, I think.
Should come out with Zeb Coulter to Real America.
Yes.
No, just have him come out with Hulk Hogan. What are you talking about?
Hulk Hogan and then Hacksaw waving a huge
He'd just
American
come out with
flag.
all the most American legends behind him.
Hogan,
Big E would win right there.
It needs to just get made into a lumberjack match with all the most patriotic gimmicks.
on one side, but then like Big E's side has like Muhammad Hassan and Jafari and
The Iron Sheik.
If they brought Muhammad
Iron
Hassan
Sheik.
back for
Iron
one night,
Sheik and the Un-Americans.
Nikolai Volkov.
Yeah.
and Iron Sheik's still walking to the ring for WrestleMania.
He's still walking back from WrestleMania 17 after he won that gimmick battle royal.
Hasn't made it home yet.
No, not yet. He made it to Legends House though.
Okay, so
Yeah, we did. That episode
back on
was
track.
Yeah.
I think Big E's gonna take this one.
I'm gonna have to agree because I feel like if Rusev beat him in Payback.
Yeah.
Okay, because I don't remember the match. If Rusev won there, I feel like Big E has to win this match, and they'll probably do a rubber match eventually.
Yeah, I'll say Big E too, but I feel like the build to Rusev's ultimate downfall, if it's at Money in the Bank, it's going to be underwhelming. Mostly because
can we ask for the surprise twist that they make it a flag match?
Yeah.
That might make it more exciting.
Yeah.
But
Maybe.
his downfall will be mostly underwhelming because the undefeated reign has been so underwhelming. And then it's just like, you've been undefeated, now you lose. And that's it. That's the whole build.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. So, obviously, not the most exciting match.
Do a spin kick and shit.
Spin kicks and shit.
The tag team title match. Harper and Rowan, the Wyatt family, versus Jimmy and Jay, the Usos. This could be, despite the fact that you're in a match with two super multi-person ladder matches, this could be a show stealer.
It could.
Yeah, well, we've seen great matches of the Usos. We know we've seen great matches of the Wyatts. This could be all-out warfare between these
Well,
guys.
here's the thing. We have two multi-person ladder matches. That's all of the stars right now. Every
Pretty
big
much.
star is in those ladder matches. This is the chance for everyone else to shine. And I think that the tag team title match they're going to be the ones that take the most out of this opportunity.
Yes.
And it's
Prediction?
I was leaning toward Usos before the Wyatt promo. Now I'm kind of split down the middle. I'm going to hesitantly say Usos because I want them to have a longer title reign.
I'm going to have to agree. I really enjoy the Usos as tag team champions. They've been exciting. They've been entertaining. But I wouldn't be surprised to see a Wyatt family victory.
Yeah. Plus,
My prediction, I'm all for the Wyatts. I think Harper and Rowan are going to take it.
Do you want them to win it?
To be completely honest, I'd be satisfied seeing either side win.
Another match we've got set up for Money
The
in the
undercard,
Bank.
probably.
Definitely the undercard. We've got the Divas title where we've got Naomi challenging Paige for the Divas Championship.
You mentioned in the tag team title match how people are going to be using this opportunity, the fact that all the main stars WWE have been touting are spread out between the two big ladder matches. This is going to be, I think, a good opportunity for Paige and Naomi to say, hey, look, the Divas division is kind of happening now.
Yeah.
I mean, despite the fact that you do have a couple duds in the whole pack of fireworks, Eva Marie can't wrestle, Cameron's not great, Rosa Mendez isn't great, but for the rest of it, all the rest of the Divas can hold fairly solid matches.
Yeah.
I mean, there is a great group of divas, and
Get well soon, Tamina.
Yeah, unfortunately, not all of them can shine right now. Speaking of Tamina, do you think there's a possible chance we can see the return of AJ?
That's what I think. I think Paige is going to win. I think she's going to keep the belt until AJ comes back.
Is she going to drop it back to AJ?
I don't. Okay, I think she'll come back, retain the belt at least until AJ comes back. I'm not sure if she'll drop it, but they'll definitely have her hold on to it until she comes back and they can do a proper match, or until it's official that AJ won't come back.
So your prediction is Paige over Naomi?
Yes.
Yours?
Definitely probably Paige over Naomi. For the fact that despite the build up for the match, really a lot of it hasn't centered around the fact that Naomi looks like someone who's going to come out and whoop Paige's ass.
Yeah.
She's playing the whole I'm being respectful card, wanting to shake your hands, let's have a great match at the pay-per-view kind of thing.
Yeah.
My prediction is that Cameron is going to screw her out of winning the match.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah, and this could, this will probably move towards the breakup of the
And we
Battles.
we could have
and the
two.
rise of the
Exactly.
We
the
could have
Beast
two
of the
Diva
Forest.
storylines going on simultaneously, and one of them involves Cameron. But you know what? It's a step forward, so I approve.
Yeah.
Two Diva storylines at the same time. WWE. This shit's revolutionary.
Well, they've already kind of been doing that with, Alicia going on her temper tantrums, and you've had the Divas title,
True.
being tossed around to, different people getting shots and whatnot. So, regardless, it should be an interesting match. We'll see if Naomi can hold her own against Paige.
She can.
We know Paige can wrestle. We know Naomi can wrestle. Let's see what they do against each other.
Yeah. Now on to the next match.
Dust to Dust taking on Rybaxel.
I see this being a huge squash match in favor of Dust to Dust.
Yeah.
They're
gonna.
Rybaxel's gonna come out very confident. And
I think Ryback's going to be made very uncomfortable between the two of them at some point. That'd be funny to watch.
That'd be hilarious. So I think we're all in favor that Dust to Dust are gonna win.
That's
That's
no
a
doubt.
three-way unanimous decision. Predictions: Dust to Dust takes it all the way.
Now before we get into the two big matches, we do have the pre-show where we're going to be getting the first words from Daniel Bryan since being stripped of the World
Daniel Bryan
Championship.
wins.
Daniel Bryan wins everything because he's on the pre-show.
Daniel Bryan's gonna win that match. The pre-show.
Now I know you have a prediction that you were telling me the other day.
Yes. Here's my little WWE swerve prediction. And they might write this in with the Vicky Guerrero leaving kind of thing. Maybe she wrote it in at the last second before she got fired. Or something. You never know. Just to stick it to the authority.
Stick it to the man.
You know how the authority, the last second goes, oh, hey, guess what, guys? We're going to put Kane in the Money in the Bank, or the World Championship ladder match. 8 guys. And I'm like thinking, oh, wait, the other ladder match has 7 guys.
Mm-hmm.
I have a feeling probably not going to happen. I'd totally be cool if it happened, but during the pre-show that Daniel Bryan will announce himself as a participant in the Money in the Bank ladder match.
I just came up with a theory, completely different than your theory.
Alrighty.
Okay.
It's not
Theory time,
even related to that theory, but it is related to the briefcase match. I predict face turn by Bad News Bear. I predict he's going to come out. I know you all wanted to see me in this ladder match, but I got some bad news. Jack Swagger
Is a douchebag.
because of the actions of Jack Swagger, I injured my shoulder and I can't compete. All that heat goes on Jack Swagger. huge pop for Bad News Bear.
And a cool feud that could run on.
Now, there's the thing that I was going to say after you got done talking is, since there is the wishy-washy, we don't know if Barrett's going to be in the title match, with the potential of Daniel Bryan being rested and possibly being put in the match, could we see him take Barrett's place? Or who could take Barrett's place if Barrett can't do the match?
I mean, there's a plethora of people who are undercard that can take Barrett's place in the match and deserve it.
Bring someone from NXT just to fill that spot and have it.
You know,
Bo Dallas.
Yeah, that was my theory. My theory is if they replace Wade Barrett, another good talker, Bo Dallas. Another guy who can get some good heat, Bo Dallas. Another guy who's been undefeated since coming up to the main roster,
Yeah.
Bo Dallas. Make it an unbelievable ladder match.
Yeah. Oh, and if WWE would play into their history, they could play into Bo Dallas and Wade Barrett's rivalry from a few years back at the Royal Rumble. They won't because WWE doesn't like acknowledging past history.
Except for when the one time CM Punk got mad at Randy Orton because he punted him 3 years ago or something.
Yeah, it cost him the World Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah.
Or, he got pissed off at Cena for spilling his diet Pepsi.
Yeah.
Alright, so theories out the window. We've got Seth Rollins, Bad News Barrett, Jack Swagger, Kofi Kingston, Dean Ambrose, RVD, and Dolph Ziggler. Out of those 7 guys, thank you, Sandow. Out of those 7 guys, who do you want to win, and who do you think is going to win?
If I got to pick who won, my obvious favorite of them all, I think, is Dean Ambrose. And if I got to pick, Dean Ambrose would win. It wouldn't make any sense, but the way I'm thinking about it is who I think is going to win. Obviously not Dean Ambrose. I think him and Seth Rollins are going to end up canceling each other out of the match.
Yeah.
And I personally think they're going to give it to probably Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah, I'm on board with Dolph Ziggler to win. But if I were writing this, I'd make Seth Rollins win. Because he's Triple H's new handpicked guy. He needs an actual physical reward for jumping ship.
Fair enough. I'm really torn because there's a lot of good guys. I'm good as long as Jack Swagger, the asshole, doesn't win this match.
The All-American
The All-American asshole. America. But I guess if I had to pick...
Somebody just clean out his asshole with that Colter's wiry mustache.
What the fuck? Why'd you ruin my prediction?
Sorry. You can cut that out.
Seth Coulter's gonna lose.
That's what's happening.
Well,
Yeah.
he already lost because he's stuck with Jack Swagger.
Yeah,
and doesn't
but
have
the
to
All-American asshole. Okay, so I guess if I had to pick, I'd kind of go combination of what you guys said. I'd love Dean Ambrose to win. I would love Dolph Ziggler to win, and honestly, I feel like Dolph Ziggler is the favorite because he did have his lackluster run because of Jack Swagger. I just hate Jack Swagger. I used to love Jack Swagger. I hate Jack Swagger. But
Why Drew McIntyre or Kurt Hawkins and not Jack Swagger?
put Heath Slater in the match.
Yes.
I put Zack Ryder in the match.
Put Zack Ryder
Put
and
Adam
Heath Slater.
Rose's bunny in the match. Or Adam Rose.
Where's Zack? Wait, Zack Ryder is the bunny?
No.
He's not the bunny?
No.
Man.
Maybe.
I've been so...
but I don't think
I don't know. He said he wasn't on Twitter, so
He's telling people to stop calling him the bunny.
I believe that Zack Ryder is an honest Twitter.
Twitterer?
Yeah.
In closing,
Tweeter.
I think Ziggler's going to take it, but I know that they're hesitant about putting stuff on him. But I think out of the group of guys there, I think he's the favorite to win.
And watch it be a huge fucking swerve and Kofi Kingston wins.
Well, I would be completely okay with Kofi Kingston winning.
Yeah, honestly, I'm okay with any of these guys taking it.
Except for Jack Swagger.
Except for Jack Swagger.
All-American asshole. That's what he keeps saying.
Right now, I'm going to change my Twitter handle to Fuck You Batista. And you'll be able to find him at Jack Swagger as an All-American
Asshole.
Alright, so...
Actually, you can find me at Travis Colt, F.T.W.
Nice.
So now we go to the big one.
Big one. But,
Well,
It is the big
there's a
one,
lot of big guys in
but
it.
at the same time, it's also the one that I'm gonna say is definitely gonna be second rate to the
Yeah,
first one.
they're gonna have to come up with some creative shit if they want to top what the other 6, potentially 7 guys are gonna be doing earlier in the show.
Yeah, so let's run down the lineups. Unimportant, Bray Wyatt, Cesaro, unimportant, Roman Reigns, and unimportant.
Yes.
I mean, Randy Orton, Roman Reigns, Cesaro, John Cena, Kane, Alberto Del Rio, Sheamus, and who am I missing? Bray Wyatt. Did I say Bray
I
Wyatt?
thought you said Bray Wyatt.
I don't know. Who did I miss then?
Awkward silence.
Randy Orton.
No.
Let's see. Okay, we
I
got
don't-
3 important guys: Bray Wyatt, Roman Reigns, and Cesaro.
Yeah, and on the other side you
Cena,
have
there's Orton. Cena and Orton.
Del Rio, Sheamus.
Del Rio, Sheamus, and Kane.
Okay, yeah, so I got them all.
We got 3 guys that have never been champion, and then 5 guys that have been champion too many times.
So same thing. Prediction: who do you want to win, and who do you think is going to win?
Take it. Go first.
Well, I got a lot. My opinion is very vast on this one.
So was mine on the last one. Except for Jack Swagger.
Well, what I mean by that
Asshole.
is I love Roman Reigns. I love Bray Wyatt. I love Cesaro. None of them should win the title in this match because they're just going to be a transitional champion to Daniel Bryan, or rumor has it Brock Lesnar is coming back to wrestle at SummerSlam. Someone might drop it to him. Please don't do that. I don't want Roman Reigns, Bray Wyatt, or Cesaro's first title reign to be a transitional champion. So my thing was, it should be Cena or Orton. Because they won't be hurt by being a transitional champion. They lose nothing by winning the belt, holding on to it for a couple months, then dropping it.
But if you had your pick, who do you want to see win?
Yeah,
If it didn't mean they were going to get sucky road down the line.
Well, that's what I'm getting into. With the addition of Kane, I decided that I want Kane to win. Because they want us to forget Corporate Kane. They want him to be the monster. Have him win the title. Have him be dominant. Have him defend against Brock Lesnar and beat the man who beat his brother at WrestleMania.
Ooh.
Have Daniel Bryan return and have to overcome that Kane to win the title.
Double ooh.
How did you do that? You just made me excited for a Brock Lesnar match.
That
What the fuck is wrong with you?
You made him excited for a Brock Lesnar match that probably isn't going to happen.
Probably not. That's who I want to win. Who do I
Kane.
think will win?
Talkative son of a bitch.
Who do I
hate
think?
you.
You talk like a wrestling pretzel. And now it's buttery and tasty and covered in salt.
Who do I think will win? I'm gonna say Kane, just because that's who I would.
Kane. Colt?
Fuck
Travis
me.
Colt? No, not gonna. Can't make me.
Not Jack Swagger.
I
Obviously.
don't think that one's a possibility.
He's not
Good.
an option. He's
Good.
not an option.
Good. Oh, thank God.
Unless he wins the briefcase.
Shut your
And then-
mouth. No, because if he wins,
It'd be a terrible choice to make.
Can you imagine if the main event for SummerSlam was fucking Jack Swagger versus Brock Lesnar?
It would just be a glorified amateur wrestling match.
No, they hurt each other.
Oh,
That might be a good thing.
Out and WWE.
That might be a good thing.
They-
though.
WWE.
They
somewhere down
end
the
each other's
line.
careers.
Book Lesnar versus Swagger, unless
Swag-
he gets hurt first.
Swagger will
Fuck.
break Brock Lesnar's not neck.
Okay,
prediction.
okay. This
Who
is
do you want to win?
my want to win is actually torn between 2 people you don't want to win. I would love to see Bray Wyatt or Roman Reigns take it. I don't think Roman Reigns deserves it because he's too early in his face run,
If
in his singles run.
if Roman Reigns wins it right now, I think he will be locked into a Cena style moveset.
Oh yeah,
Like,
yeah.
His spear.
Yeah, it'd be dropkick, spear, Superman punch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. Okay.
That being said, you want Reigns or Wyatt to win because you like them. Who do you think is going to be the winner coming out of this? Who do you think? Like, who?
Unfortunately, I think it's going to be one of the obvious choices, either Randy Orton or John Cena. Because they're the go-to guys for the championship. They're the ones that they know could carry another month or two whenever they want to give the title back to Daniel Bryan. If they give the title back to Daniel Bryan, which I hope they do. And I feel like they would be the only two in the match that a transitional championship reign wouldn't be detrimental.
Yeah. I'd pick Cesaro. Hands down. Especially the fact that he's got a Heyman on him.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
It would be great, honestly.
To have Heyman
And
as the champion.
And can you imagine if Daniel Bryan came back and they had a run for the title?
And Cesaro could wrestle Brock Lesnar and embarrass him.
Yeah. Who do I think is going to win? Unfortunately, somebody had leaked the SummerSlam poster. Spoiler alert, features the faces of John Cena and Brock Lesnar. So I'm going to say John Cena is going to take it and face Lesnar for the title at SummerSlam.
I'm being cautiously optimistic in saying that's just promotional because of who they are. And
yeah,
not
Did
necessarily...
one of them have a title over their shoulder?
No, it was just heads.
It was just their heads.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't look at shit like that.
It's not necessarily indicative of who's going to win, I think. It's just that John Cena and Brock Lesnar.
But you know that it would have to be. If you have those two, it would have to be the title because they've already had it.
Well, yeah, I'm not saying they'll have a match. I'm saying that they're just on the poster because of who they are.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I think it'll end up being Cena defends the title against Lesnar. And here's what I hope down the line. If Cena defends the title against Lesnar, I have a dreading sense of forebodingness that they're going to put the title on Lesnar. But what I hope comes out of this is that Daniel Bryan comes back and gets to beat Lesnar for the belt. Because they've been doing the whole from the get-go that Daniel Bryan has to overcome the odds every single time. And basically what you think of more than having to basically beat 3 guys at WrestleMania to finally get your run is now bring in Brock Lesnar. And now you have to beat Brock Lesnar, who, looks like an ogre compared to Daniel Bryan. I mean, he'd make Daniel Bryan look like a little kid.
From a story perspective, I like that. From a Brock Lesnar is dangerous and sloppy as shit perspective, and Daniel Bryan's just coming back from the neck injury, I hate that.
Yeah, that is kind of nerve-wracking.
I'll end with one. Based on what you said, I'd be okay with Cena winning because I feel like if they were to have him drop the title again to Daniel Bryan at SummerSlam, which, if it could happen, it would be like a return match from last year's SummerSlam because he beat John Cena for the title and then went on his run for the championship. So if he were to beat John Cena again, they could potentially do whatever storyline they had set up last year.
What if they rehash last year and he beats...
They just redo last year.
What if he beats Cena for the title and then whoever won the Money in the Bank ladder match catches
WWE presents 2013-2014.
And he starts all over again and he has to beat Triple H in the beginning of WrestleMania next year, and then he has to face Randy Orton and Seth Rollins in a triple threat match.
But on a related note, if Brock Lesnar becomes champion and Daniel Bryan beats Brock Lesnar, I will forever believe that Daniel Bryan broke The Undertaker's undefeated streak at WrestleMania.
Basically what we're saying from here on out, whoever the first guy that beats Brock Lesnar is now officially the person who beat The Undertaker's streak.
Even if it's John Cena, but not if it's Jack Swagger.